All right. So there's a couple of things that I just wanted to get off my chest today. We're getting really close to probably the biggest shopping day week of the year, which is the Black Friday sales that they do after Thanksgiving. And every year, so many people go out and we spend so much money and we put ourselves into debt, right? So I was watching something on the news the other day, and it had mentioned that Americans have surpassed over $1 trillion in credit card debt. $1 trillion. And I started thinking, what is the number one thing that a lot of people do that put themselves in a financial situation that it's hard for them to recover from? And it always comes back to around this time of year and around Christmas. It's not uncommon for you to wake up on Christmas, spend time with your family. And then if you go on social media, you'll see a lot of people posting photos, right? They'll be posting photos of their Christmas, which is completely fine. But you always see those one or two people that have a photo on their social media where there are presents, there's so many presents that they don't even fit underneath the tree. And then you start to think, wow, so you are going out and you are purchasing all of these gifts. And for most people, right, for 67% of Americans, we're living paycheck to paycheck. So whenever I see those photos, I start to think, did you go out and purchase a bunch of stuff, a bunch of items for Christmas on credit just so you could floss on social media, just so you can get some likes and attention on social media so people can see that you and your family, you had a better Christmas than the next family because you had so many gifts underneath your tree. So one of the things that I really hope that we can do is we can recognize that going into debt just to purchase gifts for Christmas and going overboard is really not something that we should be doing, right? When we do those types of things, it keeps us broke, perpetually broke. And then we spend the next few months talking about, oh, well, I'm in so much debt. And a lot of us really start to think about, okay, I'm in debt, but I'm going to be fine because tax season is right around the corner. And I really think that that is not something that we really need to be focusing on, right? If we really want to make sure that we can actually break that cycle of that paycheck to paycheck cycle, let's start making better decisions, better financial decisions, right? So as you're going out this weekend and you're seeing things that are on sale, maybe 20, 30% off, put it back. It's not worth it. If you do not have enough money in your account to pay your bills and to not have your credit card balance carry over every single month, put it back. You don't need it. I can tell you, whenever I was a kid, and I tell my kids and I tell my wife this all the time. When I was a kid, we didn't get much for Christmas, right? I was one of six, and you know, we would be lucky to get two or three presents each at Christmas. My mom did everything that she could to make sure that we had a good Christmas. But one of the best things about the holidays, Thanksgiving, Christmas, whenever I was a kid, was being with family. I mean, we had a big family, big extended family, and we always got together for the holidays. And that was like the best thing for me, right? You get to see all your cousins, your aunts, your uncles, and just everybody got together. And, there might be one or two toys that you wanted to show off to your cousin. Like, look what I got. They show you theirs too. But at the end of the day, it was just like being with family was the most important thing. It didn't matter that we didn't have 20 or 30 gifts to open up. And, it didn't matter that we had, all of these things to go out there and show off with. Now, of course, on the rare occasion, if somebody got a bike, of course, you'd want to go out there and ride the bike, and you'd want to maybe show people like, oh yeah, I just got this bike for Christmas and it was cool, right? But I think we're so over commercialized now that all of that's out the window. And really what it's about, right? It's really just about, what did you get for me? What did I get? And like I said, right, we need to make sure that we're really being conscientious of what we're doing from this point forward, right? So I want you to sit back and I want you to think about, before you go out and make these purchases for the holidays, I want you to actually sit back and really think about, is that something that you need? Do you really need to do that? Because if the answer to that question is no, then you're really going to be putting yourself behind the eight ball as we go into the new year. You're setting yourself up to not be successful. You're setting yourself up to be behind and perpetually into debt. So as we go in and we make these New Year resolutions and we say, hey, my New Year's resolution is to lose weight. My New Year's resolution is to start having more money in my account. You're already setting yourself up to not hit your goals. You're already doing that. So as you go into this holiday season and you go shopping and you want to go out and you want to do your Christmas shopping, which is completely fine, learn when enough is enough, right? If you set aside maybe $400 for Christmas shopping this year, spend the $400 and that's it. I promise you that your kids will be fine. They'll be fine if they don't get a brand new iPad to replace the one that they just got 2 years ago. They will be fine if they don't get an iPhone 16 because they have an iPhone 13. They're going to be fine. I promise you. I promise you everything's going to be okay. So that's just kind of just my rant of the day as I sit here and just really think about what's important and what are the activities that we can start to do to actually start getting ahead and giving ourselves an opportunity to get ahead. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.